Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your August 2021 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Aquarius, August 2021, money and career. Aquarius, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but as we're doing this reading, the rain is just pouring down. And I very much feel like that is so symbolic of what's happening during this time for money, for career, but also for the sense of success and prosperity and abundance. So much is washing away to build so much more to come forward. And this can be a time of transition, but it's also going to be a time of profound beauty and greater understanding of self and what we truly desire. So at our root is the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. There's a sense of chaos, of a fight or flight. And it's been something that we're so used to that we're holding on to it. We're thinking, oh my gosh, I can't let in the prosperity. I have this poverty mentality, or the sense of feeling out in the cold, the sense of feeling like everybody else can move so much more easily than I can. But we have the Page of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If we have this within our chart, this is going to be a time that this part of us really comes forward and is such a student, but also we're such a student of our passion and our desires and where we want to be. And it brings us to this place of growing and learning and working so hard at it. And it brings this change that happens all at once. It happens slowly and then all at once. And then we have in our emotional self, we have the Knight of Swords, which is us coming through. It's also air sign energy, Gemini and Libra, of course, Aquarius. So we're the white knights of the story, the hero of the tale. But we also have to be very mindful not to say, you know what, I'm tired of waiting. I'm just going to push. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to see what happens. We also have strong Libra energy coming through, because represented by the swords in the minor arcana, by justice in the major arcana, but also finding this justice, finding this balance that is right for us, not for anybody else, because we've been through a time of turmoil and heartbreak, and now it is time to claim our prosperity with the King of Pentacles. This is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If we're born on the cusp of Capricorn, or if we have Earth sign energy within our chart, this is coming through, very much ruling the sense of success, ruling the sense of, I have every right. Everything is changing. The Wheel of Fortune brings us forward, and we're going to see things change in a very powerful way. It moves us to the King of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If we're born on the cusp with Pisces, or if we have Pisces energy within our chart, the heart is coming forward, and the heart is going to lead us to prosperity. That's why the King of Pentacles, which we would like to see in the public arena, is in the heart, and the heart with the King of Cups is not in the heart area, but in the public arena. So we have to follow our hearts. We have to follow what we deeply desire, but also what our soul is saying. There's going to be this point during this time where we think, you know what, screw it. It doesn't matter anymore. No matter how hard I try, no matter how much I do, I'm always stuck in the same place that I was, or I'm not getting to that place that I desired. And we have to step back, and we have to redefine what success is. Because like the waters that are coming down with the rain, we're going to find that so much is being washed away, and so much is being revealed. And I love rain because because it feeds our earth, right? But also when you go outside, everything's just a bit darker. Everything becomes painted in more vivid colors, and the world just smells beautiful. And so this is a time where there's this power around us if we choose to harness it. And that's going to be very important. The choice is very important. Now let's look at the energy we have to be mindful of. What is the energy that Aquarius needs to be mindful of? August 2021, money and career. The Queen of Cups. It's falling into only emotion. And it's also being caught up in people who are astoundingly emotional, who say, like, I'm putting all my heart and my soul in it, or say, I understand what you're saying. You know, why would I use that against you? You know, why would I not, if I wasn't for you, why would I be listening? Why wouldn't I be here? Why wouldn't I be doing something else? And they're actually going to be very manipulative because they're using our emotional revelations against us. They're actually going to be able to size up situations really rather sneakily and see our emotional weaknesses. This is going to be a time where we're drawn to these people because they make us feel important. They make us feel seen. They make us feel heard. But it's going to be confusing. And they're actually going to take away more than they give forward. The chakra energy for this time. Aquarius, August 2021, money and career. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. It's dreams, the third eye chakra. We need to pay attention to our dreams. We need to pay attention to our daydreams. Our dreams are very important, and they come forward in the public arena with the Seven of Cups. This is going to be a time where Spirit speaks to us through our dreams. Now, it can be that we're a little bit too logical during this time, and we want Spirit to speak to us in a very kind of precise, concise way. And through our dreams, it's going to take a little bit more of interpretation. It's going to take a little bit more of gut instinct. This is going to be a time where we need to listen to ourselves. We need to listen to our hearts and to our souls and to what we desire and to the way that we need to move forward for us. And this is where the chaos comes in, because there's almost a sense of, I can't trust myself to do that. I can't trust myself to move forward this way. I can't take this leap of faith. Like, absolutely you can. Absolutely you can. It's time not to be out in the cold anymore, but to know that I do not walk alone. My angels, my spirit guides, they walk with me. It's not looking at wealth and saying, that's for somebody else. It's not for people like me. It most definitely is. It does not matter the trauma or the drama that you have had. It does not matter how much you heard your caregivers yell and scream about money or the financial hardships that you have been through. What matters is that now we're calling wealth forward. What matters is that we're looking at things and saying, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. You know, I'm waiting for things to go south. You know, I'm waiting for things to just fall apart. We say, I deserve bounty and blessing. I deserve prosperity. Look at the people who get richer and richer and richer, who have more money than they could ever spend in their lifetimes. They don't say I don't deserve it. They say I worked darn hard for this. Why aren't we? Why aren't we? When we come with more emotional understanding, we come with an openness of heart. This is a time where at our root it would be very easy to fall into the chaos of office politics, of people complaining, of feeling like it's never going to happen. We need to step back. We need to say to the negative, I'm not walking down this road. And then all of a sudden, everything starts to change really quickly for us. And we see what we dedicate ourselves to paying off, or at least revelations coming our way. And it's like, oh, that's why. That's why I was drawn to this. Oh, that's why I needed to see this. Oh, that's why I needed to walk that road when I was younger, or I needed to watch that documentary or see that whatever. I needed to know this door could be opened, and I needed to know part of my talent could be utilized. And all of a sudden, with our inner selves, with the repeat of the number 8, we're going to find that we're very serious about things, especially when it comes to career. Everything within our inner self is about career and about money, about our hard work paying off, and things starting to move. But it moves towards us being a student. It moves towards us not being the conqueror that maybe we very much want to be, but taking in the messages, being the student, looking at things in an open and real way, looking at things powerfully and tenaciously and personally for us. And all of a sudden, we go from the timidity that's at our roots, kind of being the scared rabbit that thinks, oh my gosh, if I just stay really, really still, they won't see me. And masking what's wrong with us, because rabbits also, they're prey animals. They're not going to let you know that they're hurt. They're not going to let you know that anything is wrong, because that's weakness and that spells the end. And that can be us during times before, oh no, everything's just fine. Oh no, I just have to keep on pushing forward. Oh no, everything's great. I can't be open and I can't be honest. Because if I'm open and honest with myself, this isn't saying that we have to say this to anybody else, but if I'm open and honest with myself about everything that I'm going through, it will make me almost give up. And this is a time where we see the hardships that we've been through. We can't lie to ourselves. We've lived it. We know every nook and cranny of our own being. And we start to realize there's power within what we've been through. The hurts and the pains and the disappointment. There's power within the jobs that we have had that we loved and the jobs that we have had that we hadn't. And now we start to use that passion. We start to see ourselves building forward wealth, building forward prosperity, building forward abundance. And it leads us to all of a sudden our hearts being that being of action, saying, I'm moving forward. I'm cutting through doubts. I'm cutting through fears. I'm being the white knight of my situation. I'm being the hero of my tale, of my story. Now, we can have the tendency to want to just act, to say something needs to happen. It needs to happen now. I'm going after it. Any change is better than stagnation. And that could be true, yes, but we have to be mindful. Because sometimes we're going to be so tenacious, so determined, so focused that we wind up having things fall apart just a little bit because we don't think it through. Thinking it through is going to be important. Looking at being the hero of our own tale, being the hero of our being, and taking us seriously. Not just thinking, oh, it doesn't matter. We matter powerfully. And we start to change things. Our mind starts to see things differently. We start to be empowered and emboldened. And it leads us to justice. And justice always confused me. It's like, okay, well, white page, black print, the letter of the law. No, it's being just to ourselves. It's saying, this resonates with me and this doesn't. I can admire people and certain aspects of them, but I don't need to take what they say as gospel truth, as the only way that it is. I need to embrace what embodies and emboldens me, what leads me forward, what guides me towards happiness, what gives me revelations and brings me greater understanding. And I need to say no to people. I need to say no to certain energies. I need to be open with the power that is a part of me. And so justice comes forward and says, I need to be just to me. I need to be just to my heart, to my emotional understanding, to what I desire as my heart and my mind come together. And as I start to fight for the revelations that come my way, for the instincts that guide me forward, for the messages that come from divinity that lead me on an adventure that I really wasn't ready for, and that lead me to a place where I can be overwhelmed and scared and think, oh my goodness, I've been through this tower time, things have fallen apart before, divinity has shaken me out of my comfort zone. How do I know everything is going to be okay? We never really do. Okay, there are no guarantees in life. There are a few, but a lot of them are harsh. What we have is a sense that I'm not the person that I started off in this world as. That little tiny baby. I've grown, I've matured, I've seen things. The sparkle in my eye might have gone away at times, but I'm finding it back. The power and the beauty of myself matters. I've been through changes, and I've been changed, but I haven't been lost or forgotten. And my power and my prosperity isn't something that is forgettable. It is something that changes my world. It is something that leads me forward to success and prosperity and claiming my wealth and claiming what I value as much as money and claiming my throne and saying, but this is me, and taking notice of my own success within my heart. If it happens without heart during this time, it happens without meaning. We need to embrace who we are. Not changing ourselves to be the more successful one, not changing ourselves to be the more accepted one, saying, but this is me. Powerful, beautiful, intense, sometimes confused, sometimes overwhelmed, but this is me. And I'm growing my wealth. I'm growing what's important to me. It's not that I have to have more money that I could spend in a lifetime. It's that I have to be secure. And I have to be stable within myself. And that's wealth beyond measure. And it leads us to a change. In the public arena, this could really lead us to looking at things and saying, why? Why am I doing this rat race and not enjoying myself? Why am I so concerned what other people think? Why do I always doubt myself? The Wheel of Fortune comes in, and it brings us to a new season of prosperity and success, a new season of bounty and understanding, a new season of us. And we embrace that season openly and honestly. And it can be a season that we don't want to be in. It could be winter, or it can be the middle of summer. We could think, oh my goodness, I like the transitional, fall and spring, or I don't want the intensity of winter and summer. But we cannot hide away from it. We cannot hide away from the way that we change within the waking world, and the power that is being called upon, and the skills that are being called upon because of this. And it leads us to the King of Cups. It leads us to understanding that I only rule me. I cannot rule anybody else. And it does not matter what I do. It does not matter how hard I try. It does not matter. All I have is the ruling over my own heart, and the leadership that I can bring through the example of myself and what I want. During this time, our heart is going to shine very brightly. It's actually going to be leading us to success, but it's going to be changing things. It's going to be guiding us in a different direction that maybe we didn't think possible. Maybe we think, oh my gosh, how could that possibly bring me success, this side project that I do, or the suggestion that somebody has, but I can't get it out of my mind. And maybe for a while there, we're working 2 jobs, or 3 jobs, and we're, trying to balance everything and home and everything that demands our attention. But the heart is calling us forward. The heart is calling us to realize, to understand. And it can't just be, I have to bring the love back into it. I become like a traumatron. I've been going through the motions without the emotion being there. I have to call the heart back and stay steady within myself in the midst of chaos. And it brings us then to revelations. Revelations of dreams coming out of the darkness of the closet that we shove them in to look at longingly and lovingly, and then get back to work, get back to reality. Our dreams are coming forward, and they're transforming us. They're getting wings, and they're leading us forward in a way that means that we will not be the same. And that's a good thing. A life with a little bit more wonder in it, a little bit more dreams, a little bit more laughter, is a life worth living, and a life worth having. It leads us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and that's the Princess of Pentacles. This is somebody who acts like a princess, acts a bit like a diva when it comes to money, when it comes to their entitlement, when it comes to their idea of success. Also with the Princess of Pentacles, we have to be very mindful of not getting caught up in something that is, I don't necessarily want to say a scam, because this person might not see it as a scam. They might see it as like a really good investment, but they don't have enough information behind it. They need to learn more before you invest in it, or before you back it in whatever way, through time, through money, through whatever. It brings us then to our subconscious chakra message, which is life purpose, the 3rd chakra, the ascension of self and desire, the looking at why we're here on this earth, which can seem like such a big question that doesn't have the answer. And with life purpose, during this time, as we walk forward, as we look at ourselves openly and honestly, as we look at our world differently and we find balance, and we embrace our hard work and the change that's coming around our career and our passion and what sets our hearts on fire, we start to step into that purpose more and more. And again, it's not about acquiring more and more. It is about letting ourselves be who we were made to be. Letting our strengths, that might not be, the conqueror, or it might not be, the fierce person who everybody sees and notices because they can't, they're the warrior in the middle of the scene. It can be being the healer behind the scenes. It can be the person who's kind and who listens and who's compassionate. And knowing that that's part of our purpose. And we shouldn't change who we are just because society doesn't honor it the same way. Or we ourselves might not honor it the same way. Might not see the blessing that is us. The subconscious tarot message is the 10 of Swords. Mentally, in the realm of our own being, because we're represented by the swords in the minor arcana, we are transforming. This is the darkness before the dawn. This is the understanding of all the hurts, pains, disappointment, but knowledge we have gathered. And the resurrection. The resurrection of being through the embrace of emotions, through the understanding of the darker side of existence, and the rising out of darkness into new powerful light, but also into new powerful understanding of self, wisdom, and accomplishments. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the bounty that is to come. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius.